Wow, number 29, Mom. There's a story behind everyone, and behind your story is always your mother's story, because hers is where yours begins. Mitch Albom, writer. Mom. What a sweet word. It conjures up such sweet thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Being the youngest of 8 kids, I have 8 words that come to mind when I think of my mom. Number 1, grateful. I'm grateful that my mom is still living. She's 82 years old and lives in Orlando, Florida. There isn't a day that goes by I'm not thankful that I can still call her or hug her when I see her. She's in relatively good health, and she still travels around quite a bit to see all her kids and grandkids. Number 2, persistence. We never had it easy growing up. My mom had 8 kids. I'm the youngest of 5 sisters and 2 brothers. She and my dad divorced when I was just 5 years old. We didn't have much money. I was a lunch ticket kid. You only know what that is and how embarrassing it is if you had to buy your school lunches with subsidized funds. She had to sell our house where all 8 kids grew up when I was in the 8th grade. She needed to get money to pay the bills. So she moved us into a rental home down the street. With all of this, Mom was extremely resilient and persistent, and she was one tough cookie, always. Number 3, radiant. Despite our adversity, Mom never complained. As a matter of fact, it was quite the opposite. You see, I didn't know any different when I was young, that we didn't have a lot of money or that this wasn't normal. And that's because Mom was always smiling with radiant energy. She made me feel so special. She made me feel loved and cared for. She was a beautiful woman, and she still is. Number 4, positive. She didn't complain. She didn't gossip. She always said the nicest things about people. She has always been one of the most positive people I know. She always said, if you don't have something nice to say about someone, then don't say it. Number 5, loving. I guess moms are supposed to be loving, right? I guess so. But it's not always easy, and it's the little things that she did for me when I was young that I most appreciate. Like the laundry every night after Pop Warner and high school football, basketball, and baseball practices. Every night for many, many years. Having the large box of Honey Nut Cheerios in the cupboard that I ate every single morning. Every morning. Her staying within the brick high school zone when we had to move so that I could play for Coach Wolf. And the list goes on and on. Little things, but big things when you're a kid. And I appreciate it as much today as I did back then. There was a little saying that hung on the wall inside the house where I grew up at 13 Edgewood Drive. A man works from sun to sun, but a woman's work is never done. Thank you, Mom, for all you did. Number 6, selfless. In 1994, my mom had been left a little bit of angel money from a woman that she had been a caretaker for many years. My mom could have lived off that money for many years. Instead, she decided to take our entire family, 27 people, including nephews and nieces, on an all-expense-paid cruise to Bermuda. Her thought was, I want my entire family all together, locked up on a ship for 1 week before I die. And that's what she did. Number 7, adventurous. Mom, especially in the last 20 years of her life, has been quite the traveler. She's been on numerous vacations, trips, and cruises since the Bermuda trip, including trips to France and Greece. I think it was the Bermuda trip that catapulted her adventurous spirit, and she's been having fun ever since. And the fact that the kids are all grown up now, we've been able to repay her for the many sacrifices she made for so many years. Mom now loves bobbing around the country to see all her children in New Jersey, Texas, Florida, and California, and she's always up for a cruise if someone's going. And number 8, grateful. Did I already say that? Oh yeah, I started with that one, and I chose to end with it again. Because seriously, I'm so grateful for my mom, for the sacrifices she made, for what she did, and who she is today. I started with Mitch Albom's words. There's a story behind everyone, and behind your story is always your mother's story, because hers is where yours begins. I know everyone has their own unique stories of their mom, and I would love to hear them. Where does your story begin? Who is your mom? And if there is one word, or 8, or a character trait that most defines your mom or that you most love about your mom, please share it with me. I want to read who the person behind your story is. For me, that one word I most live by this week that epitomizes my mom is love. Thanks, Mom. I love you. P.S. Please share that one word that most defines your mom over on my Wow Book Facebook page. Just be sure to put hashtag WowMom after it. And thanks for sharing. Here's your action step. The wow is the one word that best describes your mom, whether she's living or she's passed. And whatever that one word to best describe your mother is, that's your wow. Maybe it's persistence or radiance or patience or happy or positive or any word that comes to mind. What is it?